everybody, and welcome back for episode 382 of Journey of the Farlands. And I can actually accurately say the name or the number because I have to check every time now. Yeah, episode 382. Let's go. 9 GB ever since the power outage, anyway. Yeah, I've slept. We're good to go. Right, because I think I ended on daytime last time. Oh, it's so weird. It has been a little bit since I played. I'm kind of fine with the way things are, though, honestly. I guess it gives me a good opportunity to talk about what's been going on behind the scenes. I mean, I've already talked about university and stuff, but especially recently was an exam, well, a few exams in the coming weeks. But I had my first midterm, my first college midterm, and it was not bad actually. But yeah, have been studying for that like nonstop the past like 5 days, and even before that I was working towards it. So yeah, it's been a bit of a hectic time. I mean, ever since I've started school, it's been hectic, but it's been fun. Well, fun in its own regard. It's more fun to make new friends and stuff. But yeah, I think it's been about a week since the last one. I feel like once a week seems to be my average. I, I don't do it on purpose, by the way. I was actually planning on like scheduling this series a little bit, but I was like, you know what? I'll just do it based on my prime philosophy whenever I want to do it. So yeah, it could be a week, it could be a month. Who knows how long it'll be before the next one. But yeah, I definitely think at my rate now, I probably won't be doing Journey incredibly a lot, at least until breaks or whatever, if I feel more up for it. But I'm kind of fine with that. I don't really mind the series slowing down while life kind of takes the helm for a bit. I think it is well overdue for me to get, doing something outside of just, working a part-time job endlessly and doing Journey streams, and among other things. So yeah, university stepped in and reality is like, yep, you are working. Well, working is an understatement, but anywho, I'm back. Happy to be back again. I feel like every time it's like that. I'll kind of adjust eventually. Don't worry. Maybe it's just weird. It's a very strange phenomena for me, going from doing like weekly episodes, not even weekly, actually daily to weekly. That's why I've kind of been talking about it so much ever since the beginning of September, about a month ago. It's just because it feels so crazy. Like a week for me now feels like forever, whereas before they kind of were just going by like nothing, like days, weeks, months even, for a while. And now like time's like slowing real down because I'm back in school, and it's kind of weird because it feels like forever, but it's been going by so quickly. It's kind of like an inverse of like, what you'd think. Like, oh yeah. Usually when you think of school, it's like, oh, it goes by so slow, but it's been going by pretty quickly. The actual like lectures and stuff have been going by pretty quickly, and the weeks have been flying by, like kind of like hypocrite moment, but it's kind of both cases are true. It just feels like it's going by like so slowly, but it's actually going by super quickly. Well, at a average rate of time. But anywho, I'm not here to talk about real life, although that is very pertinent and all that jazz. I figure I should at least talk about some interesting stuff while I'm here, during my like hour of spotlight. Now, I should talk about Satisfactory. I don't know if anyone who watches Satisfactory watches these. I'm probably just going to stop making those notes and just talk about stuff. I think that's probably a good idea, because just base it on just making conversation rather than people who need to hear it hearing it kind of thing. But Satisfactory is still going. Me and Devin are probably going to keep playing that. But yeah, it was a busy weekend last weekend. It was actually, I think last weekend, was it the weekend before that was the long weekend? No, last weekend was just a short weekend. And there was a power outage. That was fun. I'm glad I wasn't doing a Journey stream around the time of that power outage. I was studying for my midterm, but yeah, I'm glad I wasn't doing a stream because that would have jumbled things right up. And I mean that because the last power outage I experienced while streaming was pretty weird for Journey. Or I mean, sure, anything it'd be kind of weird for. I mean, I guess you'd just lose like a save or something or corruption. Yeah, the world got like kind of corrupted a little bit. I think that's actually what happened to it. That's like the actual technicality behind it, is that it actually got corrupted and the world data, like the chunks and mild player data, that's all kind of been corrupted. I think that's the TLDR of the power outage fiasco, and it's not an uncommon thing. It happens. I don't know about modern Minecraft because I haven't played too many worlds like that where like the power's gone out and I've had weird stuff happen to worlds, but I'd imagine it'd be relatively similar. I'm sure Minecraft's improved with the auto saving and stuff, so it probably just reverts to that, like an auto save or something nowadays. But back then it wasn't quite as straightforward. I mean, it's still auto saved, I guess. Like it still says saving whenever I go into the menu, but if the power gets suddenly cut, then the world, I don't know, so really weird stuff happens once you reload the world. At least that's what I noticed. You kind of get that, the world size in the menu. Like I said, that 9 GB since the power outage. It's because it completely wiped that. It wiped my stats. It wiped my advancements, which I'm not too worried about those because they've been repeatedly wiped. But not by choice. I wish I actually could have the stats from spawn and not continually lose stuff or that, all that kind of thing. But I digress. That is, completely just a result of a technical difficulty and stuff. And there's always reverting to backups. I do take semi-regular backups, although I guess not anymore since I've kind of stepped out of doing Journey daily. I was actually on a good run there for a while, for like the first week or two. But then I just kind of realized that I wanted to do other stuff, like